Hi guys, welcome back to the frozen north where it's the school holidays and I've got my gilet back on because it's so cold. It's also pouring rain outside, as it has been for the past 3 weeks probably. Anyway, quick update on the 2CV, and it's not good news. Now, the head I put the guides in, which is another video on the channel, have a quick look, came off an engine which I had taken to Greece in this car, and it had burnt oil. In fact, it had smoked quite a bit by the end. And a good friend in Belgrade sorted out having new piston rings fitted because we thought that was the problem. It wasn't, it kept smoking. And when I came home, I swapped the engine. This is some years ago. The engine I just dumped in the shed and thought I'll use that again sometime, I'll rebuild it. And that's the head I pulled off to fit the new guides in because I knew it was smoking. I thought it must be the guides. When I saw the guides, they were worn. Logical thing to do, change the guides, grind the valves in, Bob's your uncle, off we go. So I put the head with the new guides on. There's a bit of smoke when it started up, which I thought was fine because there must be excess oil around from where I assembled it all. But it kept smoking. I thought, oh dear, we've got a problem. So the head's back off, and I'll just explain to you what the problem is. Let's have a look. So when I took the head off, I noticed there was oil in the exhaust port. I thought, that's peculiar. Why should there be fresh oil in the exhaust port? So I had a quick look round, couldn't think of anything, and then I thought, of course, there's an oil supply pipe which fits on there, onto that side of the engine, which comes out in a little hole there, right next to the valve guide and the head, obviously. So I thought I'll apply some compressed air, which I did. Blocked off that hole with a bit of blue tack, and sure enough, deep inside the exhaust port I could feel air coming through. So the head is cracked deep inside there. So as it's running, oil that's meant to be going into the cylinder head is going into the exhaust port, and then obviously creating smoke. So basically, I can't see the crack or the hole or whatever it is. It's obviously reasonably deep. So it can't be welded. Can't see how anyone could do anything with it at all. So basically, the head's scrap. So now I've got to go on the hunt for another right-hand cylinder head. So I'm going to have to go through all my pile. I've got 2 more lefts here, but not another right. I have got another couple of engines stored elsewhere. Hopefully I'll be able to find another right-hand head that's usable and start the entire process all over again. The joys of old car ownership and using second-hand parts all the time. I don't know how much a new head is, but it's probably more than I can afford, stroke I'm willing to pay, because my time is free, so I just keep trying my second-hand stuff. But basically, a scrap head. Ho-hum. Right, so there we are. As I speak, it's end of July. I've not actually been in the garage for 2 months. I had a month of looking after my baby granddaughter, which was absolutely fabulous. Really enjoyed every minute of that. And then some other issues, which we won't go into. And in 3.5 weeks' time, I'm off to France again for a month, or maybe slightly longer. So by the time I get back from that, I'll only have a few weeks left to use the 2CV because I put it away over the winter because we have bad winters here. So it looks like it ain't going to be worth insuring and taxing the 2CV this season. So I've made a right mess up of my timing. Terrible. I mean, I should have done all this earlier. It's my own fault. But anyway, so you won't be seeing much more of the 2CV, I'm afraid, unless I come across yet more problems. The Honda 550 is done, back on the road. There'll be another video about that very shortly. The Harley's fine, and I need to get some riding in. Although, as I mentioned at the beginning, the weather has just been horrific here for the past month. It just rained every single day, and the forecast is rain for the next fortnight as well. So I'm not sure what's going to be coming up on the channel. I nearly got another project, and that fell through. I'm still looking. Oh, in some respects, it's been a really good few weeks, personally. Garage-wise, everything seems to be causing me problems. Anyway, call back because there'll be lots more issue solving in the near future, I'm sure. Thanks a lot for watching.